do the cricket letters.
Oh, there you go, Jill.
We don't need to spend any money on new.
Sure, we're good to go. All right.
Does yours say Dr. Thorne's on yours?
I don't even know, does
It
it?
does.
Oh.
It's a finger everything.
I was like, does yours say Dr.? They're really funny, they put it on.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call the meeting to order. I'm gonna do a roll call. We have Mrs. Birkin,
Here.
Mrs. Schroeder.
Here.
Mr. Medina. Here. Mrs. Lammel,
Here,
Mrs. Grove,
Here.
Mrs. Lebudzik, absent, and Mrs. Petropoulos, absent. We can do the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so tonight, in the absence of Mrs. Petropoulos and Mrs. Lebudzik, we need a motion to elect a president pro temp.
I like Tony Medina for president pro temp.
I second the motion. If that's what you have to do.
Seconds. All right, Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Birkin,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder.
Aye.
Mrs. Lammel,
Aye.
and Mr. Medina. All right, so Mr. Medina gets the all-powerful gavel for the evening. Please use it appropriately.
We'll bring it up.
Great.
Call the meeting over.
All right, so we're on 2.0, Mr. Medina.
Public participation.
Seeing that we have no one here in the public, we can move on.
2.0 summary of the beginning of the year.
Yes, so I'm excited. It's hard to believe we have not even been in school in a full week. It seems like we just hit the ground running. But last week we were lucky enough, Monday, I started off the kickoff and I would kind of give a summary of what happened in the summer with the construction projects, what we did here at the district office, and then I really shared out our theme for the year, which is stronger teams, stronger systems, stronger together. And we kind of wove that throughout the first couple of days. We've really found it's worked well giving the buildings the rest of the day on that first day for the teachers to go back and they have their meetings and do what they need to do at the buildings. And then on the second day is when we typically had our guest speaker, and we had Dr. Jack Balderman. He's a speaker and superintendent, and he really talks about the importance of teams and what they have been able to do in their unit district or pre-K through 12th grade district. And some really powerful messages. One of the quotes that just keeps coming to my mind is, are we going to be a place that looks out the window when something's wrong? Meaning we're looking at all the problems outside, people not being involved, and just all these things, or are we going to reflect on ourselves of what we can do to fix that problem? And not only as individuals, but as teams to be able to do that. So I thought that was really powerful. He also talked about really, obviously, educating kids to be good students, but they have compassion for each other. And I think that's such a good skill, and it's something I know we believe in, but I've never heard it just put like the compassion for other kids. It's such an important thing. So we got really good reviews from his message. We then, Leanne Kismer did, we have trauma-informed practices, which is required training every year. But then for the first time, we have to give staff in the first 30 days of school an overview on CPR. It's not a training. There's no way you can train everyone in that amount of time. But they were great enough to come out, did about a 15-20 minute presentation, talked about hopefully potential new trainings for staff later in the year. They obviously trained our 8th graders last year, which is awesome. So it just turned out really nice. And then Megan had an entire afternoon of different sessions that they went to depending on their individual positions, and got overall good feedback. We are constantly, I think we met like 2 or 3 times last week just to review how did this go, how did that go. We're really just trying to hone in. We only get 4 institute days in the entire year with staff. We want to make it meaningful. And then my favorite day, Thursday, just all the new kids coming. I think I had at least 10 to 12 teachers at various buildings. I always go to all the buildings on that first day and just said it was the smoothest opening that they have had, which is always a worry for me when you get 2 new principals starting at the buildings. But to hear that was nice, and they all came back the next day. So
Even better.
Yeah, so really good start. So I don't know if you had any other comments. Your kids hopefully came home as excited as kids would be on the first day. But yeah, it seems like we're off and running. So,
Isaac wasn't mad about not being a preschooler anymore,
Okay.
so he does like kindergarten.
yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's really good. So yeah, so it was a good start.
I was curious, do we have a lot of families that register late, or like, does that look for us?
Yes, we still have.
Like still rolling
I
on?
think this morning at 7:30, Dot had 3 different families in. A lot of those are new, but you would be amazed at how many current families we have that are not registered by the first day of school after like 10 calls, emails, all of those things. So, yeah. Any other questions? All right, I'm going to jump down to 4.0, the property discussion. So we are ready to move forward with our property. We have Thursday night, we are going to the planning and zoning meeting to talk about the candlelight banquet and to really just present our plan for it. And it's going to be myself and Kathy, Patrick Miner, who we've been working with Robin Short for the attorney. Corey Boaz from Studio GC will be there, and Chris will be there just in support in the audience. And obviously, Mr. Medina will be there in a different role. So the hope is that we'll be able to present that. We have a PowerPoint slide, and Patrick, our attorney, will start off, and I'll get a chance to talk a little bit, and then Corey will be there to answer any specific architectural questions. And then 2 weeks after that should be our formal hearing. And then hopefully after that, we will go before the village board to get it approved by them. We are looking for a variance in the parking, the length of the parking. The Village of Chicago Ridge has like a 10-foot, and we are looking for a 9-foot. And then also a special use permit. If we were only going to be using a district office there, we would not have to ask for that. But because we are looking to do a birth to 3 program with children, that does kind of change the use. And we would rather go for that now than wait the year when we would possibly do that. We want to be very upfront with what we're doing. But for those kind of watching at home, just really wanted to share kind of the reason behind it and the goals of the district and the board. As many of you know, our district is very landlocked, especially over here with our administrative center, Ridge Central, and Finley. And we continue to see a rise in our enrollment. Actually, we did have one building that went down this year. Ridge Central actually went down. I went back and ran the numbers from 2020, just to compare it. Like those were like right when COVID had started, but it wouldn't have impacted the numbers at all. And Ridge Central at that time, we had 511. This year they have 493. And that was really driving that as the kindergarten first grade numbers. But what we have to remember, all those big classes are soon coming to Finley. Ridge Lawn has not had a decrease in enrollment. They have gone from 486 students to 574. So that is a very large increase, and Finley has gone from 416 to 436. So the district, we're up a total of 90 students in those 6 years, which is 6%, which when you kind of think about it, that's some classrooms. And so we really want to be very purposeful in opening up space here at Finley. So our goal would be to move our entire district office over to the candlelight banquet, and then open this space up to Finley and decide how we're going to design it to help our students. That will also hopefully open up, I estimate, about 15 parking spaces around here. If you drive by here during the day, you will see how many of our staff do have planning resident parking that is open. There's a lot of signs that they're not open. So we think that will hopefully make the community happy as well, that not as many people are parking there. And I'm really most excited for a district for adding a birth to 3 program, just getting families in right away, finding out what those student needs are. I feel like it's the one area that we are not providing for our families that other districts in the area are, and I'm excited that this will kind of correct that and hopefully build that connection with our families sooner than we do now. So yeah, so Thursday we'll go there and we'll obviously give feedback to the board of what we hear. But we feel that we are prepared and hopefully we're able to answer any of their questions and adjust if needed.
You get their family was bringing a certified letter to the local residents to give.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, so Kathy has worked extremely hard. Every resident, because it is a public hearing, every resident within 300 feet radius, they had to put, drop a pin and make a radius around. had to receive a letter saying that the public hearing was happening. We also have a giant sign that Kathy somehow fit in her car today. It's in her office if anyone would like to see after the meeting, but that will go up on the property announcing the public hearing. Is that going up tomorrow, I believe? So that everyone is aware. So, but yeah, she has worked really hard on it. She was stuffing envelopes all night, one night.
The family event.
Thank you for that, Kathy. Any other questions on the property?
You said that was Thursday?
Yes, Thursday at 7 o'clock. Yeah. All right. If you'd like to move on, Mr. Medina?
5.0, PA 960434, Administrator's Compensation Report.
Okay, so this is an annual requirement, and this is the current year administrator's compensation report. And that we always share that with the board, and then after sharing with the board, it'll be added to our district website.
All right, 6.0, PA 970609, IMRF Salary Compensation Report.
Yeah, so very similar to the other public act. This is for our employees that are IMRF employees. Those are our non-certified staff that are part of Illinois Municipal Retirement. And by law, we have to disclose any of those individuals that has a total compensation package of salary and insurance coverage of over $75,000. So that is in your board packet, and that will also be posted on the district website.
7.0, PA 970256, Administrator and Teacher Salary and Benefits Report.
Yes, and this actually differs from 5.0 because this includes all of our certified staff, and this is also for the prior year. And again, that will be posted on the district website as well.
All right, 8.0, potential board action to approve voucher 1038 in the amount of $117,798.08.
I'll make a motion.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Birkin,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
and Mr. Medina.
9.0, potential board action to approve and adopt a resolution appointing a trustee to serve on the Worth Township Trustees of Schools.
Yes, so 2 years ago already, the Worth Township, it became law that you had to have representatives from each school district on there. It can be a board member, it can be an administrator. I think every district on our Worth Township has the CSBO, one has a board member, and then I have been on it the last 2 years. So at the time I get mad at Kathy that I have to serve on this one. But it's a conflict of interest because it has 4 employees other than the executive director, and 2 of them happen to be family members of Kathy. So kind of a conflict of interest. So if the board would like, I would be happy to serve again the next 2 years. If the board member would like to take it, it's 3 or 4 meetings a year. They are typically at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So that's why a lot of board members are not part of that.
I'll let you have it.
I nominate Dr. Ed Thorns to be the board member.
And who was the second?
We'll give it to Tom.
All right, Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder.
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
and Mr. Medina.
10.0, during the closed session for this,
Yes, I will go ahead and read that. So we are looking for the discussion of employment, compensation, discipline, performance, and dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel of the public body, including testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee of the public body or against legal counsel for the public body to determine its validity. However, a meeting to consider an increase in compensation to a specific employee of a public body that is subject to the Local Government Wage Increase Transparency Act may not be closed and shall be open to the public and posted and held in accordance with this act as defined in the Open Meetings Act, Section 1. The discussion of collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or the representatives or deliberation concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees as described in Section 2C2. We will not be discussing the purpose of property, the discussion of security measures, student discipline, or pending or probable and imminent litigation.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Birkin,
Hi.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Hi.
and Mr. Medina.
Aye.
We'll head into closed session. Mrs. Montego, thank you for staying.
You're welcome.